they just drone on and on and on and on. Have you ever heard people talk like I've listened to a lot of sermons, and they just drone on and on and on and on, and then they suddenly share something kind of personal, and it's like the whole everybody wakes up and takes notice of what they're saying. And I've seen this so many times that what people share, particularly at the start, they grab people's attention with some sort of story from their own lives, and it's really interesting. And then they go off and wander off into some deep theology or something totally, and everybody goes, "Oh, that was so good." And then they go, "Oh, please, I want more. I want more lived truth." Now, so today's post is about lived truth and unlived truth. And there is so much unlived truth out there in the world today. And we really want the good stuff, the stuff that people have learned from hard experience. And one of my favourite quotes around writing or any sort of communication presentation is this from Dwight L. Moody. Now, Dwight Moody, he's not your social media guru. He was born he preached in the late 1800s, but he said this, and it's still true today. Our great problem is the problem of trafficking in unlived truth. Repeat that again. Our great problem is the problem of trafficking in unlived truth. We try to communicate what we've never experienced in our own life. And I've heard this so many times, people giving advice, but not out of what they've learned themselves, but out of the book or somewhere or whatever. And it's like, no, live truth. Tell me, you know, what sort of truth has been trafficked to you as such? What sort of things, what kind of truth do you actually most need? How do you sniff out the good stuff? And this is something I'm really quite passionate about, in that people really want lived truth, things that they can rely on and go back to and just know that they connect to. And actually, in the blog post that I've written about this, I've got a chart and I've got some comparisons between the two. So lived truth, unforgettable. What has been presented to you sticks in your thinking for a long time. Unlived truth, easily forgotten. Nothing is remembered, nothing sticks, nothing to chew on later. Lived truth, it's a truth that's been really hard won. They have discovered this from working at the cold face of life. Unlived truth, it's a truth that's been borrowed from elsewhere, nothing deeply personal. Lived truth, it has a sense of the ancient. You know, it's something that if you'd said it to 1,000 years ago to somebody, they'd say, "Oh yeah, I get that." Unlived truth, it's like pop culture fluff. It may be knowledge, but it's not wisdom. Lived truth, there's an invitation with it to know more, to go deeper with it. With unlived truth, you want to skip this fluff. You want to when this dribble will end. Lived truth, it's from the heart. You can connect with the person with what they're saying. Unlived truth, it's all theory and information presentation. Lived truth, it's truth that the common man or woman will get straight away. It's like, oh yeah, I've been there, done that. Whereas with unlived truth, it's full of jargon, cliche, terminology that only a few will understand. Lived truth, it'll kind of like often explode like a time bomb in your thinking of when you hear it. And it's a story, and once the story has been said, a second later it'll just go boom, and people, oh yeah, I get that. Whereas unlived truth, it's like blah, 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 blah. Nothing revolutionary, nothing interesting, nothing to change the course of one's life. Lived truth, It asks questions of those listening and offers hard-won answers. I'll repeat that. It asks questions of those listening and offers hard-won answers. Unlived Truth, it answers questions nobody's asking. It answers questions that nobody's asking. Jesus really, he honed in on the lived truth. And that's why he used parables and stories, because he used stories that people go, oh yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I understand that. And that's what I think Jesus would want us to do when we're presenting content, that we need to connect in where people are at. Now, where do I find lived truth? Well, I'm a bit like one of those sniffer dogs at the airport. Sniffing, looking for contraband, drug trafficking, right? Well, I'm truth trafficking. And I'm wanting to find out where the good stuff is. And it's not always easily found. So often I'll find it in books, biographies, stories from real people, but more often than not, that I'll be finding it in the real life of people who I talk deep to. There's a lived truth. There's a lived truth. I want to know that. I want to know more. Hey, I'm going to be doing a class in a couple of days' time about writing that connects. And part of the Writing That Connects class is about finding that lived truth and honing it into some content that you might want to share, either written or verbally, somewhere. But if you'd like to know more about the class, there's my email sign-up form, and there's also a link to the class in the show notes down below. But hey, I'd love to connect with you, love to help you find out that lived truth that would really help others. Okay, bye.